dust this off. Hello, my name is Jesse Bourne and this is a review of the Nova Drillpress. Now I've had this for quite a few months and I thought it was about time I gave my thoughts on it as well as an in-depth review on some of the features that I like and dislike about this drill press. So starting off with the drill itself, it's very sturdy. As you can see, nothing is going to shake this, and that is a good feature that I like. The other thing I like is that this table will actually move 360 degrees around like this, which is nice because sometimes if you want to sit up here, you can actually sit down as you're drilling and using the drill press, which is what I will do sometimes. And it comes in more handy than you would think at first glance. The other thing I like about the press is that it has this threaded bolt here, which actually works as a stop. So you can actually measure your work as you are drilling something. So for instance, if I wanted to drill a piece that was 4 inches, I would just make a mark right here and then go cut on the table saw, and then I would have a piece that's 4 inches. So it actually has this nice rule here that allows you to make cuts on the table saw, so that is kind of a nice feature. I'm not sure why they put this sliding bolt here, but that's also, you know, it doesn't hurt to have one of those as well. Now as far as the drilling goes, what I have found is that the more times you push down on this, the bigger the hole will actually get. Now I would like to have some sort of different feature because it's very hard to press the bits into here. Like for instance, if I try to drill this, see, I did make a bit of a good hole there, but generally speaking it's very hard to get the holes to go through the wood, and you also want very pointed bits, I found, to get the best results. I don't think I could punch through with a bit this big. Let me give it a try. No, it didn't quite make it through, but I did make a pretty nice dent in that wood, which is what this thing is good for, so I like that. Let's move on to some of the safety features of the machine. It's very nice that we have this emergency stop button right here, which is very nice to have in a woodworking shop because wherever you are, you can run here and hit this if there's an emergency, and then everybody in the shop knows that there is an emergency because this is pushed. The other thing I like to do with this machine is turn this knob back and forth. Depending, sometimes I like to have it over here, sometimes I like to have it over here. It all depends on how I feel at the time. The other nice feature about this drill press is it comes with this magnetic wrench here, which attaches to any part of the machine. Now I will be honest with you, I don't know what this is for, but it is nice because it is a wrench, and sometime I might come across a bolt of that size and I can use this wrench to loosen it. If I would have bought it through Amazon, I don't think it would have came with this, so I'm glad that I got that. The other thing is you can crank the table, or the chair as I like to call it, of the drill press up and down. So if you happen to be shorter, I'm a little taller, I'm about 6'2", but if you happen to be a little shorter, you can crank that down so that it's easier to get up there where you want to be. So I find that feature to be very nice. There's actually some people shorter than me who like to lower the chair down to their level, so we kind of will you know, fight back and forth where the chair is going to be, but usually I like to keep it about this height. And there's this thing which is interesting. I will sometimes use it as like a center punch, so you know, it doesn't work quite as good as a center punch, but it's definitely spring loaded like a center punch would be, so it's always fun. There's this knob here which actually makes you not able to push down on this as easily. I find that to be useful for when I don't want other people using my drill press. I can just throw that up and then nobody will usually think to unlock this, so I don't know, that's something else I do. And one of the nice features about this drill press is when you turn it on, it actually has an alert, so that when you're actually, the nice feature about this drill press is when you're moving it back, like it's turned off or something, and then you plug it back in, it will alert the people that you're moving it back by this little beep we hear. So now you kind of know that the machine is turned on, so that's super useful. Okay, so that pretty much sums up my review of the Nova Voyager drill press. Overall, I'm fairly impressed with it, though I can say, Nova, please make us some sharp bits, because it is very hard to crank through some of the boards. You know, it's pretty easy with maybe an 1/8 inch bit, but when you get to 1/2 inch, sometimes I will have some people helping me crank it. And we actually have bent some of these bars and needed to replace them at times, so we really would like some sharper bits. But other than that, I don't really have anything to complain about. I can't say anything bad about this drill press. It's really done us some good in the shop, and I really like their chair idea, which is just great, and we use that feature probably the most. Actually, we probably use that more than we do the actual drill press. So anyway, that's probably it. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, and we'll have much more videos coming out like this. And yeah, have a good night. Thank you. Bye.